Hello, CNBT 1342, Building Codes and Inspections. My name is Michael Young. I am the Director of the Career and Technical Education Programs at the Cypress Center. And this is a 100% online class. 100%. Which means you are going to need to have good internet, good computer, and very good digital capital. All right, let's get started. This is the syllabus introduction. I have taught this course many times, and I'm the one that converted it to 100% online. Now, you are not going to be a building code and inspector expert with this 48 contact hour class. There are too many building codes. It's too extensive, and but this course will give you an overview of how the code's structured and the important stuff in it. I have built this course, so if you follow the videos on the video list that I will send you in order, the exams are straight from the book, step by step, page by page, chapter by chapter, and I hit the important stuff in the videos. So if you follow the videos and go along with the exam at the same time, you will not have a problem making an A in this course. Now, a word of warning. I had one student a semester or so ago. She thought she was smarter than me, and she was using AI for her first two exams. And as humorous as her answers were, they had nothing to do with building codes. Even Elon Musk could not send a rocket far enough out in space to go get those answers. That's how far off the mark they were. So after the second exam, I sent her an email, and we had a come to Jesus meeting. I let her go back and redo those first two exams. I could have gone medieval, drug her before the Inquisition, but she wouldn't have learned anything. She sure learned her lesson now, though. Do not use AI. Use my freaking videos and the required textbook, and you will make an A. I promise you. All right. Again, my name is Michael L. Young. There's my email address, phone number, assuming I'm in my office, but email is the best way to get me. All right, so this course runs from June the 2nd through July the 8th. That is not 6 weeks. In Lone Star math, that's like 5 weeks in one day. So you do not have time to screw around and get behind. Now, all the exams are in D2L. Up front, you can finish this course early if you want. When I teach this course in regular semesters in 8 weeks, I've had students that finished it in 4 weeks. I don't care if you work ahead. You finish all the exams, you're done. All right, let's move on. 48 contact hours. We already said that. This book right here is required. That's what the word required means. The word required means thou shalt. You cannot get through this course without this textbook. Now, I don't care if you buy a hard copy. I don't care if you get a digital copy. As long as you have the bloody book and you can tie it to my videos, because the videos come right out of the book. We go through the book. The exams are built. I reverse engineered this course, so it follows the book. Trust me. Okay. Now, you students are expected to utilize computer technology. Well, no, duh. This is an online course, right? Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay. This is me. So if you have a problem with the guy teaching this class, you got to talk to the director first. Oh, that's me. Okay, right here. See? Right here. All right. Now, if you don't like what he says, well, you can go to his boss, which is the dean, and she's going to say, have you talked to the instructor? So, I've never had a student problem yet we couldn't solve. My job is to get you to pass this course and have an understanding, a working knowledge of how to go use the building codes. I don't expect you to memorize this stuff. When I was a working engineer, I didn't memorize it. Now, there were a lot of things that I did have stored in my head because I used it 12 hours a day. But there were other weird sections of the code that maybe once every 3 months we'd come across. Well, safest thing is to go back to the code book. Right? Don't be thinking you know it. You'll end up getting sued or going to jail if you have somebody die in one of your structures. All right, well, anyway, so the course description. We said it's building codes and inspections. An examination of the building codes and standards applicable to building construction and inspection processes. Prerequisite is CNBT 1311. Now, any mention in any other videos that I put out here of when I previously taught 1311 online, if you didn't take that online class with me, then you just ignore that. But you needed to have 1311, Construction Materials and Methods. Okay. No, there's no separate lab. Your student learning outcomes is to identify various construction classifications and occupancy categories. I have made this as painless as possible. Trust me, building codes can be as exciting as watching paint dry. Okay? But I've gone through the important stuff as a designer you should know and understand. Okay. And there are a gazillion codes, and everybody's got their own little take on them. All right. Now, occupy categories, cross-reference guidelines, tables, charts, specifications as presented in the building codes, and determine if construction meets building codes and standards. Well, you're not going to be walking around a construction site being a building inspector. It takes years to train a good building inspector. Okay, all right. Students are responsible for knowing and following the guidelines related to all online links below. This course is 6 weeks. Actually, it's 36 days. It's 5 weeks in 1 day. That's Lone Star math, all right? It's 100% online. It is critical that you read what's posted in this syllabus, D2L, and your email that I send you, and follow my directions. If you don't, you're not going to do well. If you do, you should make an A. All right. Now, there's no time for falling behind or catching up. If you can't do this, you need to drop this class. Email me with your desire to drop, and I will drop you. I'll save you a trip up here. But nobody should drop this course. It's too bloody easy. I've made it too easy, so just don't do it. All right, attendance. This is an online course. How am I going to know when you're on? D2L will tell me when you logged in the last time, but you're on your own. It's an online class. All right, I'm not going to police this. Your exams will tell me. And I promise you, if you use AI to do your exam, I'm going to know as soon as I read the answers. You've been warned. Just follow the videos in the book. Oh my God, some of her answers were hilarious. I'll give you an example. Yeah, she didn't even check the answers. Oh my God. What is an active building protection system? We're talking a freaking sprinkler system. Well, AI told her it was an electronic sensor that would notify a vehicle or a tank that a missile's coming at it. She put that in the exam. So use your own work. The robot ain't going to help you. All right. It was pretty funny, I thought. All right. Use your Lone Star email only to communicate with me and to turn in any submittals required. Do not use the email in D2L or your personal email. Just don't do it. All right. Electronic devices. This is an online class. That's not applicable. Assignments. Required assignments, exams, and videos are delineated in the syllabus and D2L. Additional assignments might be given accordingly at the discretion of the instructor. I'll be posting videos and instructional guidelines from problem solving. D2L will notify you if I put something new up there, and so will I, because I'll send the whole bloody class an email saying, hey, FYI, I just stuck something else on D2L. But before this course starts for you, everything's going to be in D2L. The video list, all the exams, everything. Okay. All right. Now, failure to submit any 2 assignments, including but not limited to exams, will result in your being dropped from this course. Okay. If you know before the due date or you have an emergency, you need to contact me immediately. Send me an email saying, hey, the sky just fell in on me. Okay, or I've been abducted by aliens or something. Okay, and this is my one phone call, and we'll work something out. I have not yet had a student that had a life emergency that we could not come up with a recovery plan. I want to see you successful, and especially in something as silly as this course. Okay, we will try to work something out, but you got to communicate with me like an adult beforehand, just like you would your employer. Okay. Exams is late work. I'm not going to accept late work. I won't do it. It's due. Email to me at my Lone Star email address, which is michael.l.young@lonestar. By the 23:59 hours on the date of the week, it was posted due per the syllabus. Example, exam 1 is posted due Sunday, the 8th of June. It's due back to me with any required work. Just open up the exam in D2L, fill the bloody thing out, and submit it. All right. Your exam submittal will be in one document file, PDF, and attach it to your email. Don't send it to a cloud link. I don't want to have to go to OneDrive or any of that crap and have to download it. I want it attached to your email as an attachment. All right. How are you going to name your file, your exam? It's your last name. Okay? If it's Billy Bob, it's going to be Bob, Billy, B, initial, exam 1. It's going to be a PDF. If I can't read your work or your submittal, you will receive no credit. I will not accept any multiple image files from you as a submittal. Your submittal will be in one readable PDF. You do a bunch of snapshots and send me a whole bunch of stuff, I'm just going to reject it. It better be in one PDF that I can read. Every one of your little phones can scan and make a PDF. Or you can open up the exams, fill them out, and then save them as a PDF, and then email them to me, attached to your email. All right, enough of that. Makeup exams. It's an online class. All the exams are posted in D2L from the start of the class. There ain't going to be no makeup. Your makeup started on day 1. All the exams are there. Work ahead, finish early. I don't care. The due dates are up there. Nothing's a surprise in this class. Nothing. Instructional videos are all on YouTube in the links. And the YouTube has you can hit the little icon for subtitles. Or not, subtitles. Caption videos. All right. Let's see. Yeah, see, caption video. Syllabus disclaimer. I can change the syllabus if I think the class needs it changed. Okay? So, we need to change something, we can change it. It's your responsibility to adapt, overcome, persevere. Hoorah, Semper Fi. What does it take to be successful? Well, you can read this on your own. Okay? Your employer is going to tell you to be a performing and moral, ethical employee. Your employer is going to tell you to possess both the hard skills and soft skills. You'll be hired for your aptitude. You'll be hired on your aptitude, what you can do for me, your performance skills. And we're going to fire you because of your attitude, your lack of integrity or ethics or morals. Your instructor, director, and employer is going to tell you to develop and embrace the following distinctions. Man, doesn't that sound Tony? Motivation, the ability to work with others, the ability to focus on tasks, self-regulation, self-esteem, and the ability to defer gratification. This is also referred to as emotional capital. We all understand that these values demand that we hold these conversations with acceptance, respect, humility, love in a professional manner. Your instructor and director will tell you, most of all, you need desire. You need to forget the past, be willing to create your new future with limitless possibilities, and all it takes is desire. We're in Texas, so ganas. You need ganas, fire in the belly. Okay, all right. How's your grade going to get determined? You got 5 major exams. Man, Forrest Gump can figure this out. You got 5 major exams that are worth 100 points apiece. That's 500 points. Okay? If you complete the course evaluation before, you'll get a notice from in your My Lone Star that you can do a course evaluation. Do it, and I'll give you 10 extra points. We read the course evaluations, and after the end of each semester, and the grades are already posted, so I don't care what you call me. You can say I'm the most useless skin suit you ever met. Okay? But we've actually made corrections and changes to courses based on what the students have said in the course evaluations. So we take them seriously. That's why I give you 10 extra points. Final exams. There's not going to be a final exam, but if you're in another class, there's a schedule. You can go just read that to your heart's content. You got 5 major exams. You finish these 5 in 3 weeks, then you're done with class. Okay? All right. Evaluation of instruction, we already talked about that. Here is a tentative instructional outline. Exam 1, this is when it's due. Exam 2, that's when it's due. Exam 3 is due there. Exam 4 is due there. And Exam 5 is due on that day. It's a Sunday. Okay, these are all Sundays. Okay, so, and yes, I know class is over 2 days later on the 8th. Okay, so that gives us a little slippage. Okay, so, but the grades are due on the 8th because the next 6 weeks starts on the 10th, 2 days later. Okay, go figure. It's Lone Star. All right. All right. See, Thursday is Juneteenth holiday. Independence Day is between July 3 and 4. So there'll be some, but this is an online class. So you got access to this stuff 24/7. Get ahead, stay ahead, and don't fall behind. All right. Now, here's the course calendar. Here's the course calendar. All right. Week 1, you're going to prepare for exam 1. Week 2, you're going to prepare for exam 2. Week 3, we've already got a pattern here. Even the FBI can figure out this is a clue. Exam 3. Week 4 is exam 4. Week 5 is exam 5. And week 6 is catch up and hope that we don't crash and burn. Okay? Because exam 5 is due on that Sunday before the 8th, right? Okay. Again, we got 2 days of slippage if something happens. All right. Again, you get with me, and we'll see what we can do to solve your issue. I want you passing this class. I want you to make an A in it. Move on. There's no reason. This class is too simple, and I have made it too bloody easy. Because it's not important that you memorize a code. It's important that you know how the code is structured, how it's used, and where to go find it in the real world. Because trust me, you bone one of these building code issues up, somebody gets killed or hurt in your structure you designed because you blew a code, you're in a world of trouble. There are engineers and contractors that are in prison because of that. Just go research the Hyatt Regency Skybridge collapse or the Big Blue collapse in Milwaukee. Okay. Or the Lyndale refinery debacle. All right. Okay. Let's see here. Course communication, we've already talked about that. Fish communication is your lone star. You can read through the college grade book. I'm not going to go through all this. Course withdrawal process, you're stuck with a 6-drop rule in Texas. I'm an old guy. I can take and drop as many courses as I want. But some of y'all are probably stuck on the 6-drop rule. I don't know who polices this or how they do it. But don't drop this class unless you and I have talked. Okay, it's just too easy. Just don't do it. So, but if you need to, and after we've talked, I'll do the paperwork for you, save you a trip from having to come up to the center. Just don't do it. Okay, save those drops because you may want to go to a 4-year university or something, and then you're going to run into some courses that you may have to drop. Academic appeals, I've never had a student appeal anything. Everything I do is up front, transparent. But if you want to appeal something, here it is, right there. Okay. Academic integrity, we're committed to high standards, blah, blah, blah. Do your own work. Failure to uphold these standards, but it's not limited to the following: plagiarism, written work or projects, cheating, inappropriate use of AI, what the heck ever, and you could just get done really medieval ugly. Okay, I mean, I could have been a real inquisitioner on that young lady with that AI, but now she was in a subsequent design class that I taught, and I showed them the proper use of AI. I'm not anti-AI. But you just can't blindly accept what the robot gives you. My goodness. I mean, look what happened to the HAL 9000 thing in a Space Odyssey, 2001. Open the pod bay doors, Hal. I can't do that, Dave. All right. Anyway, so much for that. Okay. I think I made my point about the AI thing. All right. Student behavior and expectations. This is an online class, so I don't think, and since we don't have any kind of discussion forum or anything in this, I don't think they're going to be an issue with you. Student complaints. Oh yeah, if you want to complain on somebody, complain on me. I don't care. All right, better have your ducks in a row. Get your evidence together. Have video, photographs, fingerprints, blood analysis, all that good stuff. Click on this link right here. I think that still goes to the president's desk, and then she sends it down or something. But now, if you're having trouble with another instructor in career and technical education or anything else, you send me an email, and like I said, I'm the director of a bunch of 6 programs. Okay, so we'll discuss your problem and then see where you need to go. It wouldn't be the first time I've sat down with another instructor and told them to get their business straight. Okay, campus safety and security, you can read that. This is all about concealed carry stuff, blah, blah, blah. Run, hide, fight, all that junk. You should be access to the safe warning system we've got. We still got that COVID-19 crap in here. Yeah, scamdemic stuff. Guidelines for children and students. This is because of me. Years ago, when I was teaching face-to-face machine shop math class, I had a student whose wife was a ER nurse. They changed her schedule. He was going to school at night, and so since she was working night shift, there was nobody to take care of the 3-year-old little girl. So he was going to drop class. I said, "No, you're not. Bring her to class." I gave her little math problems. She sat in the class. She thought she was a queen. Actually, she was better behaved than some of the adults in the class. But somebody got their knickers in a knot over this. And so I mean, it wasn't in the machine shop lab or the welding lab. It was in a freaking classroom. But you know how people can get goofy. So anyway, you can read this if you're worried about it. FERPA, Family Education Rights and Privacy Act, mommy and daddy, boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't care if they're paying for your school or not. They don't have a right to know your business. And if you want them to know your business, but you got to fill out this FERPA form. But the law says I still don't have to talk to them. And I think only once did I actually talk to the parents. But that was because the student was with me in that office and gave me permission, even though he had the FERPA form. I said, all right. So, but I don't have to, not by law, even if you have the FERPA form. Student absence on religious holidays. I don't know that we've got any religious holidays in this period, but if we do, you have 12 days from the beginning of the semester of the intent to be absent due to some religious holiday that we have not taken into account. So if you come up to me and say you got to go to the Southwest Indian Peyote Festival or something, you got 12 days to tell me that you're a member of the American Indian, Native American Peyote Church. And you're going to go get with Carlos Castaneda and Don Juan down there in South Texas or something. So, anyhow, okay. We'll work with you, like I said before. It's an online class. I mean, it's not like you're sitting at a computer and me telling you which button to push. All right. Equal opportunity statement. Now, I am going to go through this. This is what I call the ISM statement. ISM. Everybody knows what ISM is, right? Sexism, racism, genderism, positionalism. I don't like you-ism. An ism is an excuse for one human being to hate on another one. I can't stand isms. Nothing makes me want to paint my face and go to war than one human being preying on another one for no good reason other than they think they got to fill a dark hole inside them. I won't put up with ism. Neither will Lone Star College. You might say we got ism about isms. That was an attempt at levity. But seriously, you will not be ismed in this class. You won't be ismed in a class that there's a face-to-face component that I teach. And I guarantee you, if you think you're being ismed in any class at Lone Star College, I want to know about it the moment it happens. Because I promise you, I will get to the bottom of it. So, enough of that. We want you to be successful, period. I don't care what flavor of ice cream you are, what flavor of religion you are. I don't care if you're from Mars. As long as you're a good, sentient creature and want to better yourself, we're here for you. So I think that's enough about equal opportunity. How's that? Now, does that mean we're all equal? No. Some of us are prettier than others. Some of us are smarter than others. All right? But we all have the equal opportunity to succeed, and we're here to help you do that. So, now, I've not been given notification that anybody has any accommodations, but at some point in time during this course, if something pops up, and we'll discuss it. And that has to do with the Americans with Disability Acts, Academic Success Center, and there ain't nothing wrong with getting help. When I got out of the Marine Corps and I was going to Texas A&M University back in the Stone Age, I was in a sophomore advanced literature class, and I could read and I could talk very eloquently with the professor, but I couldn't write worth spit. You would think that I was Forrest Gump writing with my feet. So she called me into her office and said, you need to go to reading and writing for dummies. Well, that's not what they called it. It was the lab. It was some little lab in a little red brick building. And so it was free. So I went over there for about 6 weeks, I think, about twice a week. And I got my business straight. Whatever little glitch was going on where I was having trouble writing my thoughts in a logical manner, got taken care of. Everybody needs help. And that's what we're here for. And that's what these people are here for. All these little websites, these little links, you go over there and nobody's going to know about it but you and them, okay? Assistive Technology Lab, Stephanie Dillon, she does a great job. Counseling services, man, we got counseling services, you name it. So if you're, I don't know, if your cat ran away with the next door neighbor's hamster or something and you're having issues, I know it sounds silly, but seriously, anything. Go over there. Nobody has to know. You don't need anybody's permission. You contact them with this links, the phone number, and then go over there and it stays between you and them. Now, if you go tell these people that you're building a nuclear weapon, you're going to blow up the world, well, they got to make a phone call, all right? But unless you're, just trust me, we're here for you, okay? Empowerment Center, you can read all about that. We do have the library at Cy-Fair is a regular, genuine Harris County library with interlibrary loan. I've gotten books from engineering books from other universities. So we do have that. OTS, Office of Technology Services. If you're having trouble with your internet, you're having trouble with your stuff, since it's a 100% online class, don't come to me with your IT issues. I can barely run my cell phone, okay? I'm not OTS. All right, Veterans Affairs, if you're veterans, you should already be looped into this. If you're having trouble with the Veterans Services, let me know. Virtual Learning and Assistive Center, VILTAC, you can read all about that if you need it. Let's see, Cypress Center Support Services. We do have like a food pantry at the Cypress Center, but it's a 100% online class, so it's not like we can email that stuff to you. But anyway, and again, syllabus disclaimer, if we need to change this, we will. And you'll just have to learn to overcome and adapt to it. Again, your success is our primary concern. It does us no good for you not to pass this course, especially this course. It's too easy. All right. Here's our cultural beliefs. And again, we're committed to your success. We truly, truly are. I want you to succeed. Only some goober would want their students to fail. Then why are they in the business of instructing and teaching, right? Okay. I've got adjunct instructors that graduated through this program that I've hired back after they got their 3 years of working in the real world. Some of our best instructors. Okay? All right, that's enough of this. How long is this video going? Come on, open up. 30 minutes, that's plenty long. Again, my name is Michael Young, and I'm a former engineer and former cop, and we'll move on. All right, we'll see you on the next video. The next one will be a walk through D2L.